Good morning students. In our previous class, we have started the chapter factors and multiplies. Now we already know what is a factor and we already know that how to find the factors and also the highest common factor, which is the HCF. We already know how to find HCF of two number or three numbers. Now today we are going to learn about the multiplies of a number. We know that 7 into 1 equals to 7. 7 into 2 equals to 14. 7 into 3 equals to 21. 7 into 4 equals to 28, and so on. Here 7, 14, 21, 28, all of these are multiplies of 7. 7 into 5 equals to 35. So 35 is also a multiplies of 7. Now these are the first 4 or 5 multiplies of 7. This one, 7 into 1, if we multiply 7 with 1, we will get 7, right? So 7 is the first multiply of 7. 14, 7 into 2 equals to 14. 14 is the second multiply of 7. That means if we multiply 7 with 2, we will get the second multiply of 7. If we multiply 7 with 3, we will get the third multiply of 7. So if I told you that write the third multiply of 2, that means we have to multiply 2 with 3, which is 6. That means the third multiply of 2 is 6. Now always remember that every number is a multiply of itself. Because if we multiply any number, suppose 8, if we multiply 8 with 1, we will get 8. That means the same number. That means 8 is also a multiply of 8. That means any number is a multiply of itself. And this is important that the first multiply, which is the number itself, is the first multiply of the number and also the smallest one. Smallest one because look at here, 7 among 7, 14, 21, 28, 35 and so on. 7 is the smallest number. That means, and also a multiply of 7. That means the first multiply is the smallest, that means the smallest multiply of a number is the number itself. If I told you that write all the multiplies, first 5 or 6 or 4 multiplies of 3, that means if I told you first 5 or first 4, that means you have to start from 1. 3 into 1, which is 3, 3 into 2, which is 6, that means this is the first one, this is the second one. 3 into 3, 9. So 9 is the third multiply of 3. So these are the first 3 multiplies of 3. 3 4s are 12. So if I told you that, if I tell you that write the first 4 or first 5 multiplies of 3, that means you have to multiply 3 with 1, 2, 3, 4. Or if I tell you that multiply write first 5 multiplies of 3, that means you have to start from 1 and you have to multiply 3 up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means 3, 6, 9, 12 and 15 are the first 5 multiplies of 3. Now is it clear? These facts are also important. You have to remember it, that the multiplies of an even number are always even numbers. Choose any even number. Suppose 4 is an even number. So write all the multiplies of 4. That means 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, 4 threes are 12, 4 fours are 16, and so on. That means if we write all the multiplies of an even number, the multiplies are also even number. 4, 8, 12, 16, then 4 into 5, which is 20, is also an even number. That means if we write all the multiplies of an even number, we will get also the even numbers. Okay, and the second one is the multiplies of an odd number are alternatively odd and even numbers. That means choose any odd number. Suppose 7, multiplies of 7 are 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14, 7 threes are 21, again 7 fours are 28. Now notice one thing, if we multiply 7 with an odd number, we will get an odd number. But if we multiply an odd number with an even number, we will get an even number. That's why the multiplies of an odd number is alternatively odd and even. If first multiplies of an odd number will always be odd, but the second multiplies of an odd number is we will get an even number. Again, the third multiply of an odd number is odd, but the fourth multiply of an odd number is even. So these are the two important facts. That first one is, note these two things, that the multiplies of an even number are always even, but the multiplies of an odd number are alternatively odd and even number. And also note one more thing, the smallest multiply of a number is the number itself. That means if I tell you that write the smallest multiply of 8, that means the number 8 itself. If I tell you that write the smallest multiply of 12, that means 12 itself. Now come to your exercise 3.4. First question, page 56. Write the next 5 multiplies of each of the following. So, first one, the first 4 multiplies of 7 are already given. We have to write the next 5 multiplies. The first 4 of multiplies of 7 are 7, 14, 21, 28. First 4 means we have to start after 4th multiply of 7, which is 5. 7 into 4, 28. Up to this are already given in your book, which are 7, 14, 21 and 28. We have to start from 5th multiply of 7. So 7 into 5, 35. Next 7 into 6, 42. 7 into 7, which is 49. 7 into 8, 56. 7 into 9, 63. So these are the next 5 multiplies of 7 after 28. So this one the 5th multiplies of 7, which is 35. This one the 6th multiply of 7, which is 42. 49 is the 7th multiply of 7, and 56 is the 8th multiply, and 63 is the 9th multiply of 7. So our answer is 35, 42, 49, 56 and 63. Next pick D. Number D. We have to write the multiplies of 21 after 84. So 84 is the 4th multiply of 21. So again we have to start from 5th multiply of 21. So the first multiply of 21 is 21 itself. Next one is 42. Then 63 and then 84. So we have to start from 5th multiply of 21. And we have to write next 5 multiplies of 21. So start from 5. Next one, 21 into 6, which is the 6th multiply of 21, which is 6. 126. Next 7, 147. 189. So these are the next 5 multiplies of 21. So number B and C, try yourself with the same process. Next, question number 2. Find out the first 4 multiplies of 12. First 4 means we have to start from multiplies of 12 with 1, because in question they are asking to write the first 4 multiplies of 12. So we have to start from 1, which is 12 into 1, 12 itself, 12 into 2, 24, second one, 36, 48. So these are the first 4 multiplies of 12. First 4, that's why we have started from 1, then 2, next one, then 3 and then 4. So our answer is 12, 24, 36 and 48. Next, come to question number 6. Choose any even number between 1 to 20 and write its first 10 multiplies and check if all the multiplies are even numbers. So choose any even number from 1 to 20. Choose 10. So we have to write the first 10 multiplies of 10. So first 10, so we have to start from 1, which is 10 itself. Which is 40 and so on. We have to do it up to first 10 multiplies. That means up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 up to 10, which is 100. So all the multiplies 10, 20, 30, 40, after then 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, all are even numbers. That means the multiplies of an even number are always an even number. And next one, choose any odd number between 1 to 20 and write its first 10 multiplies and check if the numbers are alternatively even and odd or not. So choose an odd number, suppose 11. Question number 7. you can choose another odd number. So first 10 multiplies of 11, first one is 11 itself, second one 22, third one 33, $55, and so on. 11 into 10, which is 110. Now 11 is an odd number, but 22 is even, because in ones place, the digit in ones place is even. That means this is an even number. Again 33 is an odd number, because the digit in ones place is odd. That means this is an odd number. Again this is an even number. That means this is an odd number, but this is an even number. Again odd, and 44 is even. 55 is odd. And lastly 110 is even. That means first one is odd, third one is odd, fifth one is odd, and so on. Second one is even, fourth one is even, and 10th one is also even. That means the multiplies of an odd number are alternatively odd and alternatively even, or you can call it LCM. LCM. So consider any two number, suppose 4 and 6. Now write the multiplies of 4. Multiplies of 4, which is 4 ones are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, and so on. And multiplies of 6 are 1. Now the common multiplies of 4 and 6 is 12. This is the first common multiplies. This is the first common multiply of 4 and 6. 8 is a multiply of 4, but 8 is not a multiply of 6. Same, 4 is a multiply of 4, but 4 is not a multiply of 6. Again, 6 is a multiply of 6, but 6 is not a multiply of 4. So 12 is the first multiply of 4 as well as 6. Next one is 24. 16 is a multiply of 4, but 16 is not a multiply of 6. Same for 20 and 18. These are not common for both the cases. Now 24 is a multiply of 4 and 24 is also a multiply of 6. That means 12, 24. These are the common multiplies of 4 and 6, and 12 is the first one. 24 is more than 12. That means the lowest or least common multiply of 4 and 6 is 12, not 24, because 24 is the second one and 12 is the first one. Take another example. Suppose 3 and 5. So multipliers of 3 are 3, 6, 9, and so on. And multipliers of 5 are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and so on. Now 3, 6, 9. These are the multipliers of 3 but not multipliers of 5. Same 5, 10 are the multipliers of 5 but not the multipliers of 3. Same for 12. 12 is also a multiplier of 3 but not a multiplier of 5. That means 15 is the first common multiply for 3 and 5. 15 is a multiplier of 3 and 15 is also a multiplier of 5. That means the first or least common multiply of 3 and 5. That means lowest common multiply of 3 and 5 is 15. Now come to your exercise 3.5. First question. Find the LCM of the following numbers on a number line. So first find the LCM. The first one 3 and 5. First we have to find the multipliers of 3 and then the multipliers of 5. So of 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, so on. Multipliers of 5. And so on. So the first common multiply of 3 and 5 is 15. So the LCM of 3 and 5 is 15. Now we have to show the same thing in a number line. So first draw the number line. Start from 0. This is the positive side, because multiplies are all positive. So that's why we are starting from 0. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18. So now start from 0. First multiply of 3 is 3 itself. So for 3 we are showing in upper side for the multiplies of 3. Next multiplies of 3 is 6, then 9, then 12, 15, and then 18. And in the lower side we are showing for the multipliers of 5, which is the first one is 5. Next 10, Next, so 15 is the least common multiply of 3 and 5. Because both the lines will meet at 15. So 15 is the least common multiply of 3 and 5. And in this way we have to show it. Next, come to question number 5. Find the LCM of the following numbers by the prime factorization method. So, what is prime factorization method? Take any of this number. Suppose first one, 15 and 48. So, take prime factorization of 15. 15 is divisible by 5. 5 is the first prime number which can divide 15, because in one's place the digit is 5. That means 5 is the first prime number which can divide 15. So 5 3s are 15 and 3 is also a prime number. So we don't have to divide again. That means the prime factorization of 15 is 3 into 5. Now take 48. So 48 is an even number. So 2 is the first prime number which can divide 48. So first one, 4. Again 24 is a composite number, so we have to divide again, and 24 is also an even number. That means 2 can divide 24, 12, same, 3. Now 3 is a prime number, so we have to stop here. And what is the prime factorization of 48? So 2 cross 2 cross 2 cross 2 cross 3. Right? Now take all the common multipliers, factors. These are the factors, right? So take first common factors of 15 and 48, which is 3. 3 is the only factor which is a factor of 15 as well as 48. So take 3 first. Then take rest of the factors. 4 2s and 1 5. To 40. Take the next one, D. Question 3. We have to find the LCM of 28 and 63 by prime factorization. So first take the prime factorization. 21, 2 plus 1, 3. That means 21 is divisible by 3. 7 is a prime number. So prime factorization of 21 is 3 into 7. Now take 63. 63 is also divisible by 3. This is an odd number, so this is not divisible by 2. And then 3 7s are 21. So prime factorization of 63 is 3 cross 7. Now LCM of 21 and 63. First take the common factors. 3, which is 3. 3 is a factor of 21 and 3 is also a factor of 63. So take 3 first, then check. Again for the second 3, here we have only 1 3. So this is remaining. And 7. 7 is also a common factor of 21 and 63. So then we have to take 7. Then we have to take the rest, which is here only one number 3. So first take the common factors and then take the others. Whether it is a factor of 63 or 21, we have to take the others at the end of the common factors. So 3 7s are, so 63. 3 into 7 into 3, answer is 63. That means the least common multiplier of 21 and 63 is 63 itself. Next, question number 6. Find the LCM of the following numbers by common division method. Take first question, 41 and 14 and 42. We have to find the LCM of 41 and 42 by the common division method. So what is common division method? Here you have to take 14 and 21 at the same time and then factorize this two. Now 14 is an even number and 42 is also an even number. So the first prime number is 2, which can divide 14 and 42 also. 7 21. Now 7 can divide 7 itself and 7 also can divide 21. That's why we are taking 7 here. We have to take one prime divisor which can divide both of 7 and 21. So the least common multiplier of 14 and 42 is, we have to take all the prime factors, which is 2 into 7 into 1 into 3. So this process is known as common division method. With this process we can also find the LCM of 2 or 3 numbers. 6. Okay, so question number 6. Find the LCM of the following numbers by common division method. So what is common division method? Take any 2 numbers. Suppose 14 and 42. Your first question. So here you have to take both the number at one time and divide both the numbers with a common factor. Here 2 is the common factor because both the numbers are even. So 7 2s are 14 and 2 21. Now 7 is a factor of 7 itself and 7 is also a factor of 21. So 7 is the common factor of 7 and 21. That's why we are taking 7. 7 1s are 7, 7 3s are 21. So LCM of 14 and 42. We have to take all these prime numbers including the last row. Here 1 is not a prime number, but we can't divide 1 without except 1 itself. So and 3 is a prime number. So we have to take the last row also. So 2 into 7 into 1 into 3, which is equals to 7 2s are 14, 14 and 3. So our answer is 42 is the least common multiplier of 14 and 42, and this process is known as division method. Next, take three numbers 12, 16 and 20 and find the LCM by common division method. So take the prime factorization of three numbers at once. Now all these numbers are even, that means 2 is a common factor of all of these three numbers. First one is 6, 2 8s are 16 and 2 10s are 20. Next, 6, 8, 10 are also even numbers, so take 2 as a factor. So 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8, 2 5s are 10. Now 3, 4, 5 all are prime numbers, so we don't have to divide further. Now LCM of 4 is not a prime number, but 3 and 5 are prime numbers, so you don't have to take further division, because here 2 out of 3 numbers is prime number. If in place of 3, if we have 6, suppose we have 6, then we have to divide again further, because 2 of the numbers is not prime, but one number is prime and 2 are composite numbers. Then we have to take further division, but here 3 and 5 both are prime numbers and one number is not prime, so we don't have to take again the factorization. So LCM of 12, 16 and 20 is 2 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. (12 into 20). That means 240. So 240 is the least common multiplier of these three numbers 12, 16 and 20, and this process is known as division method. Now come to your question number 6 and take question D. Here also you have to find the least common multiplier of 16, 40 and 56 by common division method. So take 16, 40 and 56. All are even numbers. So 2 is the least common factor. Again 8, 20 and 28 even numbers, so we can take 2 as a factor. Same. Now 2, 5, 7 all are prime numbers, so we don't have to take further division. So LCM of 16, 40 and 56 equals to first 2, second, third, fourth, 5 and 7. 16 and 5 into 5, 30, 80 and 7 again. So 560. 560 is the least common multiplier of 16, 40 and 56, and process is by division method. Now we have to know what is the relationship between HCF and LCM. So the relationship is the product of HCF and LCM of two natural numbers is equal to the product of the two numbers. That means the formula is product of two numbers is equals to LCM into HCF. So this is the relationship between the numbers and their LCM and HCF. Now come to exercise 3.6. Question number 1. Take B. Show the relationship of the following numbers with their HCF and LCM. 50 and 35. That means first we have to find the LCM and HCF of 50 and 35. So take prime factorization. 50 and 35. So here in ones place the digit is 0 and here in ones place the digit is 5. That means both the numbers are divisible by 5. So 5 tens are 50, 5 sevens are 35. Now 10 is a composite number but 7 is a prime number. That means we don't have to divide further because 7 is a prime number. So HCF only 5. HCF of 50 and 35 is only 5, while LCM of 50 and 35 we have to take 5 and also the last row for LCM, but for HCF we just have to take the common factors, multiplication of common factors. Here 5 is the only common factor of 50 and 35. That's why we have taken only 5. But for LCM we have to take the common factors, also the last row numbers. So LCM of 50 and 35 will be 50 into 7, 350. So HCF is 5 of 50 and 35 but LCM is 350 of 50 and 35. Now check by this rule. So the rule is product of two number is equals to LCM into HCF. Now product of two numbers, that means product of 50 and 35. So 50 and 35. So 50 and 35. Take the multiplication. 5, 2, 15, 17. So 1750 is the product of the numbers. And LCM into HCF. Now take product of LCM and HCF of the numbers, which is 5 into 350. Now multiply 350 by 5, 0, so 5, 2, 17. So both are equal. Here also the product of the two numbers 50 and 35 is 1750, and also the product of LCM and HCF is also 1750. That means this relationship is true. Now try yourself question number 1, A, C, D and E with this same process. Next, question number 2. The product of two numbers is 6 to 5 and the LCM is 25. Find the HCF. That means product of two numbers is given, which is 6 to 5, and also the LCM is given, which is 25. We have to find the HCF of the two number. That means product of two number equals to LCM into HCF, right? Now product of two numbers is 6 to 5. LCM is also given, which is 25. We have to find only the HCF. So HCF equals to 6 to 5 divided by 25. Because this side 25 is multiplied with HCF. That means we have to divide 6 to 5 by 25, which is equals to 25. That means HCF of those two numbers is 25, our answer. Now question number 3 is also similar. The product of the HCF and LCM of two numbers is 1280 and one of the number is 32. Find the another number. That means one number is given. That means the product of two numbers. Suppose A is one number and B is another number. That means product of two number is equals to LCM of AB into HCF of AB. So here suppose A is given in question number 3. A is given 32 and the product of LCM and HCF is given, which is 1280. You have to find the another number. So same by the same formula you can find B also. Next, question number 5. Find the largest number which is a factor of 180 and 360. Now read the question carefully. Find the largest number. Largest. But LCM means lowest. So in this question we have to find the HCF. HCF of 180 and 336. Why? Because we have to find the largest number. Largest number means highest common factor. Largest factor, that means highest common factor. That's why we have to find the HCF of 180 and 360, not LCM, because LCM means lowest. Lowest multiplies. Okay, now find the HCF of 180 and 336. So take prime factorization. Both are even numbers, so 2 is a factor, 90, again 2, Now 45 is an odd number, so 2 can't divide 45. Now check by 3. 4 plus 5, add the digits. 4 plus 5, which is 9. 9 is a multiplier of 3, or 9 is divisible by 3. And 8 plus 4, which is 12, and 12 is also divisible by 3. So we don't have any common factor of 15 and 28. So for HCF we have to take only the common factors. So HCF of 180 and 336 is 2 into 2 into 3, which is 12. Okay. Next question, question number 9. What is the smallest number that is divisible by 20, 48 and 72? Here we have to find the smallest number. Here we have to find the LCM, because LCM means lowest, and we also have to find the smallest number. That means we have to find the LCM of 20, 48 and 72. So take the prime factorization. 2, 2 5s are 10. Here 5 is a prime number, but 12 and 18 both are composite number and also even number. So that's why again we have to take the common factor of 12 and 18. So write 5 as it is and divide 12 by 2, which is 6, and divide 18 by 2, which is 9. Again 6 and 9 are composite numbers, but 5 is a prime number. So two numbers are composite, that's why we have to again take factor, and common factor of 6 and 9 is 3. So write 5 as it is, divide 3 by 6, which is 2, and 3. Now 5, 2, 3 all are prime numbers, so we don't have to take further factors. Now LCM of 20, 48 and 72 is equals to, for HCF you just have to take only the common factors, and for LCM we also have to take the common factors including the last row. So the common factors 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 5 into 2 into 3, which is 24 into 5 to the 10, so 240 into 3, which is 0, 2, 7. So 720 is the answer. That means the smallest number that is divisible by 20, 48 and 72 is 720. Now question number 4. Again you have to apply the rule, product of two numbers equals to LCM and HCF. Try yourself. Question number 4, A and B, and 6, 7 and 8. 8 is also similar as question number 5. So try with same process. Thank you students.